What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Sora Synn Gaming, back with yet another Before You Play video. I play the games that you're curious about so that you can make up your own mind on whether it's worth the download or not. This time we're diving into a game called Shadow of Nyog by Perfect World Interactive. Apologies if I said Nyog incorrectly, I'm not entirely sure if I'm saying that correct. Anyway, Shadow of Nyog is a turn-based Lovecraftian dark fantasy team-based role-playing game. Wow, that's a lot to say all at once, with a heavy influence from games like Darkest Dungeon. First things first, like with all RPG type games, you have to pick some form of background. I chose the useless for its +1 to dice rolls, which turned out pretty useful. Funnily enough, useless is pretty useful. I also chose the useless because I'm pretty useless in real life. I was very surprised to see that the models for the seekers and enemies are full 3D ones. I was expecting a 2D art similar to Darkest Dungeon, but I was pleasantly surprised at that major difference. The 3D models are set on a very gothic, gloomy 2D backdrop as far as I can tell, with movement being that of a side-scroller game. Each of the seekers, that's the characters that you add to your party, has turn-based skills, with most relying on where your seeker is positioned in the party. You can move them around mid-combat, but you will use their turn. When you select the skill you want to use, you can see what position your seeker needs to be in the party for it to be used. Each seeker has an HP bar and sanity bar, and naturally you don't want to let their sanity drop too low. The seekers also have a talent tree and traits to unlock. The talents cost soul coins, but choose your seeker's talents wisely as they're shared amongst all of them. When advancing to different stages of the zones, it will cost stamina to travel. You can explore every section as long as you have enough stamina. I believe that this zone stamina resets once you complete a map, though I could be wrong. On the downside, I found the writing to be very small at times and found it very hard to read. Was disappointing considering most of the story is told through text. Due to this, I found myself skipping a lot of dialogue, not by choice, but just because it was hard on the eyes. Or maybe I'm just getting too old. There are plenty more seekers available to unlock later on in the game, though I'm not quite sure how yet. I did manage to get one for free from a gift mail. I did see one in some kind of roulette board, I believe, but other than that, I'm not entirely sure. The game is very atmospheric, and I absolutely adore the Lovecraftian nature of the game. Very dark and gothic, this game speaks to my troubled youth. With no autoplay in sight, this game is just asking for me to love it. With the heavy influence from other games like Darkest Dungeon, I naturally had a feeling I'd enjoy it. Though not as hardcore as Darkest Dungeon, it is aesthetically very pleasing. I will most likely definitely play this one more often. The story intrigues me of what I can read, and the game seems like it'll be a lot of fun. I hope you'll also give it a try. I will of course leave the link in the description below. Thanks for watching my video. I hope that you're all safe at home, and remember to please like and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon to stay up to date on all my latest uploads. Thanks again and take care everyone.